Okay, well hopefully that's just a random extra bit because I'm not sure where that's come from. If all else fails, I'll just make a shorter warp. So my journey so far, I bought a loom, I cleaned it, I bought some replacement parts, I fitted them, I wound a warp, and now I'm ready to put it on the loom. Okay, so this is as far as I've got. You can see the cardboard warping sticks, I guess you'd call them. Just made them from an old pizza box. My friend has recommended some brown paper, but I haven't actually got any brown paper and I want to have a go at warping. I've put the Lee sticks through the cross and I've just attached them together with some elastic bands, and that's because I haven't got the book rings that Janet Dawson uses. I have set up the warp that I've wound ready to go on the loom. So I've added these old cords that came off the loom, and I've attached the elastic bands to them, so that's sort of fairly sturdy. I mean, I don't want to pull it too hard. And I've got the cross here. I've got the rest of the warp chain sort of hanging off the edge. I think it's going to end up needing to be a little bit higher up, closer to, because my raddle is here. And I've measured out roughly 8 inches, which is what I want. And I've just put a piece of string sort of to mark that off. I've watched a number of different videos about how to add your warp onto your loom, and I'm gonna have a go at a bit of a cross between a few of them. So the Lewitt one that uses the Lewitt raddle, Janet Dawson uses this, and I think all of them use this kind of method of either using helping hands or something to hold it. And what I've done is, because these are 5 to an inch, I need to do 12 per inch. So I'm going to do 2, 2, 2, 2, 4, because they're loops. They're going to need to be done in twos. So that is my plan. It's not how to, it's really more of a muddle through. So it's the first time I've ever done it, so I'm just going to have a go. We'll see how we get on. And what I'd suggest is, if you're doing it yourself and you're not sure how to do it, then maybe have a look at some better videos than mine, some more how-to ones. So let's move this up a little bit. I think what I'm going to have to do is put it over the kind of beam or the dowel that I'm using, and then through the hole, rather than the other way around. And it's a little bit faffy. Okay, right. And through the hole. So I want to do 1, 2, 3, 4 twos and then a 4. So 3. No, something's gone wrong here. I'm not entirely sure what. Right. Gonna pause while I try and work this one out. Okay. So this was all tangled around the bottom. So what I did, I started separating from this side, and then I managed to untangle it somehow. Not quite sure how that works, but seems to work okay, so we will carry on. Of course, I've lost my place, so I think we've done 3 twos, so we'll do the rest. Okay, so I think that's them all done. That does look nice, I have to say. I mean, this is what it looks like from the front at the minute. So I've got a weight hanging off it, which I left overnight. It's got a few weights in that bag, and still going through the raddle, and then the other side goes down, and I haven't started wrapping it round the bar yet, but I have tied all the loops that were over the dowel. I've just pulled the dowel down and attached it to the apron. Is it rod or bar? Not sure. And then started winding it so that it's in that position. So I'll put you back on the tripod and we'll do a little bit more. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the weight is quite heavy. It's two of those small handheld weights that you get. I've still got the Elise sticks in, so there's the cross. And I'm going to hold it if I can. I might leave just the weights on it and then crank it. But I might hold it a little bit and then try and turn the okay. Do a bit more. Gonna have to turn it round, I think. So you can see the threads going back. So, but this side is a lot looser than that, a lot tighter than that side. So I either need to tighten this side up, which I might do. Okay, good. That looks better. Okay, so that is how it's looking at the minute. And I'm going to put some cardboard warping sticks under there. Took another one of these in. Don't know how often you're supposed to do it. It seems to vary, so I'll just stick them in periodically. I might put 2 in. I've got quite a few, so. It's got quite taffly there, but probably take that choke out in a minute. Okay, so shoe sort of. It does seem to help. I would hope if I had a handle at the back, but that part is missing. Right, need to loosen this a bit. This is not a quick process, although I expect it will be quicker eventually. And this fibre is a bit sort of hairy, you know, sort of rough. I guess it's the linen, so quite what it's going to be like to weave with, I don't know, but we will soon find out. Hopefully soon. Well, it's looking good. I don't know if, you know, if that's what it's supposed to do, but these bits do seem a little looser compared to those. Okay, I'm not sure what that bit is. Doesn't look ideal. Okay, well hopefully that's just a random extra bit, because I'm not sure where that's come from. but we will see. If all else fails, I'll just make a shorter warp. This weight is actually not pulling evenly anymore. Okay, I'm slightly concerned about these things that are coming off. Definitely not sure this is how you're meant to do it. I think Ginner Weaver's tension is often the biggest problem. I can understand why. Okay, so we're down to the last choke. Well, these have definitely gone very all over the place. So, right, I'm going to pause there, work out how much end Janet left, and see if I'm going to wind any more before I take it out of the raddle and move it to the other side. Okay, so I need to basically get the cross as close to this as possible. In fact, I'll probably get it to here if I can, and then take it out of the raddle and then wind it a bit more before I do the next bit. But one thing that I've realised, and I might take a, I think it's probably going to be easier if let me show you. Okay, so you can see the bottom of the warp is this weird angle, and I wonder whether it's from using the dowel. So when I put the dowel in the middle, the threads from one end would be longer going around the dowel than the ones from the middle, and this looks like it might be sort of the opposite. So the longer threads, I mean, it's obviously not that even because it should be sort of a V, but the threads that I put on first, yeah, I think it might be something to do with the dowel anyway. I don't know exactly how it works, and if anybody else knows, then yeah, do let me know. But I think I might avoid doing the dowel method next time, because it doesn't seem like it'd be possible to get those lengths even. I could be wrong, but that's what I'm thinking. So let's wind it on a little bit more so that we can get the lee sticks closer to the raddle. Do the string on the raddle, and I think I will pull the threads out. There we go, I'll just wind on a bit more. Okay, so I made a bit of an error, and I had moved the lee sticks way too close to the end. So it looks a bit of a mess now, but I've had to move the lee sticks back and make the ends much longer, because if we go around this side, these ends are supposed to attach onto here. Now, they're still going to be a bit short, but if I can thread them through the heddles, and then I can unwind the warp a little bit so that I can make them long enough to tie onto this. So that will be the next video.